Oh, Andy, and if you saw the thumbnail, if you saw the title, then you already know, man. Pokemon Crystal. Let's go. You guys know how we start this thing out. We're going to, get the game going, get that intro going, and then we're going to talk about this thing. Well, hopefully, because you guys know here at Raw Material Andy, technical difficulties and all that.
Yeah, Andy, can you give us some volume there, bruv?
Yeah, I can.
Good boy. Good little tech. I love it.
Guys, that is voice. I am Andy, and this is Raw Material Andy, and well, here we go. Yeah, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Welcome to the stream.
Andy, there's one thing I gotta say. There's only one view I think we could deal with in this intro. Like, why? Why do we need that? Why do we gotta see his booty hole right there, bro?
Well, buddy, I don't know, but I do know this. This is Pokemon Crystal, guys. Oh, boy, dude. Oh, man, boys, what do you think about this, buddy?
Andy, I'm going to be honest with you, dude. Considering the fact that we started all the way to Pokemon Yellow, we are here now, bruv. I'm excited, dude. I'm excited for this one. I cannot wait to tell the Raw Material Andy fans what we got planned for this thing, dude. Because, Andy, man, it's going to be the last Pokemon game we play for a while, huh?
Well, buddy, maybe not for a while or a Pokemon game, but as far as the Game Boys, buddy, yes, we're going to be hanging that up because we got a Pokédex to complete.
Andy, you know what? We'll talk about that when we get there, but hey, can we do me a favor real quick and shut your gulp and listen to this banger of a track right here?
Am I good to talk now, or are we good?
Yeah, Andy, you can talk now. You can waste our time with your stupid voice and all that stupid shit like that. I mean, the only voice that matters on this channel is this one speaking right now. But you know what, Andy? Yeah. Let's get into this thing on the end of this note right here. All right, Andy, there we go. Now can we hit some volume on that?
All right, buddy. Well, maybe we'll let it play in the background and do the thing here. All right, guys, let's get you on here. Buddy, I do not have my jacket this time. Do you want to explain what happened?
No, Andy, do you want to explain what happened?
Yeah,
Andy, you know what, dude? Here's one thing I hate sometimes about you, man, is when you waste things. When you waste a monster, dude, that is one thing. When you ruin a jacket with a monster, Andy, that is a whole level of fucking betrayal to the voice. That is unacceptable. But at least you didn't ruin my jacket.
Well, it doesn't matter, buddy, because we're going to get on here. We're going to talk about Pokemon Crystal. But yeah, guys, there it is. There's Pokemon Crystal. We're going to have a good time. I'm going to get you guys on here. We're going to get you situated. And we are going to talk about this game because we obviously have been doing a lot of Pokemon on here. But I want to have a little chat about it. All right, let's get rid of this thing because I don't want to, fall on camera and all that. All right, boys. So what's up, buddy? What do you think about this?
Andy, this is going to be a lot of fun, dude. I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea how we're going to do this, bro.
Well, let's turn the music up a little bit, guys. If you can hear in the background, it'll be a nice little fade in. But hey, guys, welcome to Raw Material Andy. 8 billion people in the world. How many YouTube channels? A bunch of them that can do Pokemon, and you decide to tune in. Thank you, guys. I'm going to be real. Raw Material Andy is a very interesting channel, man. We like to have a lot of fun here, a lot of comedy. Yeah, a lot of things you might hear here might be like, oh my God, and yeah, the voice, of course.
Andy, what are you going to say about the voice, dude? I am awesome. I am the best co-host you could ever have, bro. I mean, let's think about it. I'm always on time. I'm always here. And honestly, dude, Andy, none of these Pokemon games ever would be completed without me.
No, he's not wrong, guys. I mean, the voice is honestly the guy when it comes to Pokemon. Now, guys, who is the voice? What is going on here? Will you ever see him? Yes, you will. If you see this face pop up, probably a red jacket, most likely roasting me and making me feel like a Pokemon amateur.
Andy, there's no feeling about a Pokemon amateur, bro. You are a Pokemon amateur. Andy, do we need to check tape?
What?
check tape. You know what I mean? I mean, we can go back to this whole YouTube career of Pokemon. And Andy, I may have stumbled the ball in forgetting that we had, an extra case for our balls, our Pokeballs, and all that. But man, Andy, the amateur you have committed throughout this whole fucking series and on has been atrocious, my bro. A fucking disgrace to the Pokemon world. And I don't understand it, Andy, why you think you got this thing.
Well, buddy, it's funny that you say I should got this thing. Because, guys, he's right. I've dropped the ball a lot. I've done a lot of stuff. We've really, should research a game before we go into it, even though it's been out for 30 years and you think our brain would be able to process the fact that we can remember how to get through a fucking tunnel. No, we can't. Because a lot of shit happened in between being, I don't know what, 8 years old voice to, almost 38. Buddy, think about that.
Yeah, 30 years of our life. Pokemon has been out and been involved in it, bro. So what do you think about that?
Well, buddy, I'm going to be honest with you. Let's talk about the real thing at hand here, guys. Pokemon Crystal. So we're actually going to pull that little cartridge out. I want to show it to you guys because, I don't know if, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I bought this thing, man, and it's not new. I don't think any Pokemon cartridge you ever get is usually brand new, unless it's literally sealed in the box. But if you find a cartridge, guys, that's out in the open, I'm going to really stress this, guys. If you get a new Pokemon game, you need to make sure, okay, here, I'm going to show you. You need to make sure that if you are going to get a new Pokemon game, if you want to play it extensively, there is something you got to know about these cartridges in case you don't.
Oh my God, Andy, are you actually going to be a tech guy?
Yeah, buddy, I'm actually going to. Sorry, guys.
Andy, see, I said you were an impressive tech there for a minute and you turned the volume off.
All right, guys. So this is Pokemon Crystal. This is the cartridge. It looks beautiful.
Andy, man, it just looks familiar.
What do you mean?
It looks really familiar. Like, I feel like I've watched a show with 8 seasons or so, or like just a lot of seasons with this. Andy, you know what it looks like?
Oh God, don't do it, buddy.
Andy, look, Heisenberg would be proud right now if he realized we were holding his baby blue, Andy. Andy, we're gonna do some Crystal here, man, on raw material, Andy. We're gonna do some fucking Breaking Bad, my guy. We're gonna fucking catch some Pokemon. We're gonna be addicted, bro. Addicted to the Crystal. By the end of this series, Andy, we're gonna have other people addicted to the Crystal too, and that's unacceptable, Andy. Andy, this is gonna be Pokemon Breaking Bad, okay? Dude, why has Breaking Bad and Pokemon not have done anything together yet, Andy?
Buddy, I'm pretty sure there's YouTube channels that have, but guys, I am so sorry. The voice is gonna, do not be surprised if voice is dropping the Heisenberg Breaking Bad jokes throughout this whole fucking series. He has been dying
just to do some Crystal, Andy. Absolutely.
But guys, for real though, we are Drug Free Head channel. We do not promote drugs here. Do not do drugs. They are bad for you. If you want to joke about it, it's one thing. But yes, guys, we're going to be doing Crystal. But now, if you guys get a brand new Pokemon game and you're not so sure, there is this thing right here. You can see it right through the cartridge. It is a battery. Okay, this battery is what is responsible for all your fucking save data. Here's the problem. If you get a Pokemon game, after all, you plug it in and say you play 3 hours, right? All of a sudden you turn it on. Fuck, where's my game stuff? Well, that's because of this battery right here. Your cartridge is fine. It's usually the battery. Now, replacing the battery, guys, I'm telling you, you want to look up some videos, you want to look up some shit. Thankfully, I found a company that already put a new battery in it. I forget where I got it, guys, so I would love to tag them here, but they did excellent work. You can even see the soldering work right there. They're very gorgeous, very good dots, very beautiful. But yes, you want to make sure that in your Pokemon games that you get batteries, because if you don't, you're going to spend all this damn time and all this energy and whatever else and frustrating moments to get through to beat this shit, and then all of a sudden you turn it on and goodbye, gone. So just try to avoid that. But hey guys, like and subscribe. That's a little bit of tech advice from Andy on Raw Material Andy.
Yeah, Andy, I'm shocked that you could even do something like that.
But yeah, guys, Pokemon Crystal, Mr. fucking wannabe. Buddy, look, the Breaking Bad stuff though.
Andy, look, man, we are gonna be like Jesse on this thing, bro. It's gonna be epic, dude.
Well, buddy, can you wait your turn to come on the screen? But all right, guys, look. Pretty much this is going to be an introduction. We're not going to do some gameplay. You saw the intro, but we're going to talk about this thing. So we are going to play a full playthrough of Pokemon Crystal. Of course, we're going to do live streams, guys. I've been noticing Pokemon Blue at the end of the, live streams that I did there. I had a couple broadcast issues, guys. Yes, I've been experiencing some technical difficulties here on YouTube itself. My phone's pretty good. So, guys, Pokemon Blue is out. That's the last one we did. This badass right here. This beautiful. And now, guys, I'm going to be here. I'll show you this one on camera too. This one's a little bit more weared out, guys. Okay, so this is what I'm talking now. I had to get a new battery for this one. I messed up the first time putting the battery in, but I had to watch the video again second time around. Though it was fucking fantastic. Sorry guys, I'm like dropping shit all over the place over here. But yeah, guys, so we played Pokemon Blue. It was really awesome, guys. Me and Voice tag teamed in this thing. Really good deal. I had a lot of fun with Blue. Guys, we played with Bulbasaur in Blue. YouTube had a hiccup or something where my poll or something just was not going through, guys. But we ended up choosing Bulbasaur. Now, guys, of course, we started on the channel with Pokemon Yellow. There you go, guys. Yeah, I got my little Febreze in the background, whatever. But Pokemon Yellow, guys, like, let's be real. Yeah, raw material. Now, guys, I wrote raw material Andy on this one because this is the cartridge that we play. Oh, my curtain. Oh, thank you so much. That is, of course, Moon and Sun. I appreciate it. Big Five Nights at Freddy's fan. In fact, I got a video coming up probably next weekend about Five Nights at Freddy's, the new movie that I might have figured out. But yeah, guys, Pokemon, this is the first Pokemon I ever played here, guys. We played with Pikachu, of course, our electric type, right? Very cool, very awesome. I really, honestly enjoyed this run. Very amateur. It was amateur as shit, guys. The one thing about these Pokemon series is that you can see through them. But guys, then, you know what? We're just going to jump along here. We played Gold. We ended up playing with Totodile. You guys chose Totodile for Pokemon Gold here at Raw Material, Andy. Much appreciated. Much love for that, guys. I always appreciate your guys' input or your guys' participation on things, man. That is much. It helps us out here at the channel because sometimes, guys, I really don't know how to go about it. So your advice is always good because then I know I'm also making content that you are involved in, interested in, and all that. But guys, we play with Totodile. So how are we going to handle Pokemon Crystal? You guys know me. I've said it almost in every series I play a Pokemon. I'm one of those people that feel like these professors in these games, Mr. Professor Oak and Elm here, want to send us, on this goddamn mission and give us one Pokemon. There are 3 Pokeballs there, dude. Just give them all to me. I can complete this mission way quicker. No, you're going to send us out there with one. I'm not trying to be selfish. I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. But I want them all. Okay? It's catch them all, not catch one and then go hope for the best. Bullshit. I don't agree with that. Professor Oak is a bad grandfather. I will say this all the time. I don't care. I am with the group on the Pokemon world and the lore that agrees that dude should have banged Agatha and been a better grandfather, okay? I'm sorry, dude. Poor fucking, what's his face? Gary or Blue or whatever you want to call him. That poor guy. Anyway, guys, we played with all those starters, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go with Cyndaquil. Straight up. I thought about it. It works. It makes sense. Guys, like I said, Yellow, we played with Pikachu, our electric type. Then we turned around and played with Totodile, our water type. And then, of course, in Pokemon Blue, we had our grass type. So I figured, hey, why not go with the fire type Cyndaquil? I'm going to be honest with you guys. Cyndaquil was the second Pokemon I went through. Actually, guys, I'm going to be real. Pokemon Crystal, I've only played it once in my life. The moment I bought this game, not even a month later, guys, as I said in the one, all my freaking games were stolen. Every single one, including this gorgeous beauty right here, right? The only ones I have were the ones that my mom and granny gave me were Yellow and Gold. So, guys, I purchased this thing, so let's talk. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, about how expensive one of these Pokemon Crystals can be. Okay,
Andy, well, kind of like the baby blue from Heisenberg, Andy. It is top dollar, my guy.
Well, yeah, guys, he's not wrong with that. A Pokemon Crystal game, guys, I'm going to tell you right now, if you get it with a new battery and it's functional and I'm going to say, guys, aesthetically, this one looks fine. There's a little bit of sticky stuff down in here that got ordered, a little bit of scratches, of course, wear and tear on the side from going inside out of a Game Boy. Nonetheless, though, still a very nice thing. Guys, you're going to pay anywhere between, I'm just going to say about $140 to probably $200 or more for this damn game. And yeah, I know, Andy, are you fucking crazy? You bought this game and we're gonna play it on the channel? Yeah. It's like those people who get like rare Pokemon booster packs and don't open them. Why? Just do it, man. Just do it. Who cares? I don't give a shit, man. It's awesome content. Plus, if you pull something so fucking rare, guess what, dude? You overnight are a sensation. It's not even the point. But the point is, guys, you will pay a pretty little price for Pokemon Crystal if you want to get it, including the hardware of getting also, if you want, 2 Game Boys, a link cable, all that shit. Guys, you're looking at, if you really want to do this, all right, with the 2 Game Boys, have the games, all that shit, with the Pokemon Yellow, the Pokédex and all that, you're looking at already maybe a $500 investment, okay? Because these games are not exactly cheap for being as old as they are, but that is the point. It's kind of like with cars. After a certain amount of years, I think it's like 25 years, they become classics. They increase in value. Well, that's the thing. Not to mention the fact, the rarity of coming across some of these games. Okay, coming across a Pokemon game isn't rare, but there's going to be a time, guys, where these cartridges are going to disappear or just not work anymore, and they're going to be rare as fuck to find. These Pokemon are literally going to be rare to catch one day. Like, the thought process of that in the video game world is crazy. Guys, I will talk about the new Pokemon game. I've gotten asked that quite a bit. I'm pretty sure. Retro is expensive, guys. It really is. And you know what? But I love it, though. Most of my fondest memories are in the retro gaming world, especially Pokemon here. So, guys, all right. So, Pokemon Crystal. I'm going to be honest with you, dude. I love this one. Out of all the Game Boy ones, if I have to say so myself, this is my personal opinion. I am not judging anyone who disagrees with me at all, because Pokemon love comes from a different place and for a different reason. I preferably think that Pokemon Crystal wasn't necessary from Gold and Silver, because if you play it, guys, there's really not that much of a difference. There's subtle differences, but not much. There are some big ones that should have happened a long time ago, stuff like that. So let's get into what I'm talking about here. Well, Pokemon Crystal, guys, of course, is the third installment of the whole, Gold, Silver. And then, of course, just like they did with Blue and Red, they made Pokemon Yellow. However, Pokemon Yellow was a bit special because they literally converted it to be like the anime. What did Crystal do? Not too much. There's not much of a difference in this game, guys. I mean, there are subtle differences, like you get to actually catch Sukan, or whatever the fuck his name is, Sukeen, whatever you want to call him. There's so many ways to pronounce this. Let's be real. I don't know how to pronounce them at all half the time. I mess up with names. I even mess up with my own name. I call voice Andy still. Like, that's messed up.
Yeah, Andy, very fucking amateur, dude.
Hey, I'm sorry, buddy.
Andy, you can get a Pokemon trainer's name right, but you can't even get my name right, bro. We've been hanging out for years, bro. Playing this game, too.
Yeah, we played this game, man. Pokemon Crystal, guys, I'm going to say like this, man. It's going to be pretty much the same adventure as we had last time. There's not going to be much differences. However, why do I like Crystal more than Gold and Silver? This one, for once, finally did the one thing that I don't know why it took Game Freak forever, and I know one of you are already out there. If a couple of you probably already know where I'm going with this. Why did it take Game Freak so long, okay, to allow us to choose a female character for these games? I understand that they had a certain story in mind and all that, but it should not have taken this long to have had a choice of a female character in these games. I feel that is just, that was stupid. Yeah, they could have, you imagine so much more money they could have made if they would have made this thing multi-gender, dude, instead of you just playing with one guy. I understand the thing. Pokemon Yellow, it makes sense because you're playing as essentially Ash. You know what I mean? Different. Hell, even in Pokemon Yellow, you could have gave us a Misty storyline that could have been just equally as whatever. You just play as Misty and you get to play as her types. Dude, there's so much shit you can do with the Pokemon world. But other than that, guys, there's not much of a difference in Pokemon Crystal. However, you get to play with a girl. So yes, for the first time in Raw Material, Andy, you better freaking believe we are choosing a chick sprite. If some of you don't want to do that, if you are loving the tradition of a male character here on Raw Material, Andy, hey, I hate to break it to you, because, that's the way it is. And we're going to utilize this mechanic since we haven't been able to. That's a way to make this a little different as well. Trying to change it up a little bit. Another very useful thing in this game, and very useful, very little detail, but to me more important is I love the fact that I can walk into a route and it will tell me the route on the bottom of the screen. So guys, let's say we go to Route 29 to Route 28. It will pop up on the bottom of the screen where you are at. So you don't have to keep pulling up your map all the time because you're a forgetful little idiot like me, right? And forgetting where you're at, because it will tell you where you're at on the routes. But this game did something that none of the others did that sold me right away. You run into a wild Pokemon or a sprite in this game, and it's not a stiff just pop up of a fucking thing. These Pokemon animations, they move. They move, okay? These wild Pokemon come out and a Pidgey will flap its wings. A fucking Bellsprout will wiggle its body. Like, they actually have life in them. It was amazing. But you got to think, though, these three little things in a Pokemon game nowadays, that doesn't matter, Andy. That's stupid. Have you not played any of the new stuff? You got to think this was 2000s, right? Early 2000s, man, where video games weren't as advanced as they are now, especially handhelds. I mean, Nintendo Switch wasn't even a fucking thought, okay? Some of us gamers out there may have talked about it. Me and my brother used to talk about awesome games, touchscreens, fucking always wanting a console that we could take on the go instead of packing our backpacks full of consoles and shit. Like, guys, I'm telling you, man, gaming is so much different nowadays. I feel if you wanted to game with your buddies back in the day, you had to earn that shit. You had to go through school all week, right? Deal with that stupid shit. Go home and deal with your parents' crap and stuff if you had a different life than I did. Mine was whatever. Then on top of that, you had to make sure that everybody could sync up their schedules, right? To take out a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and you already know you're going to play well into Monday before school, right? To gather how many backpacks with a PS2, controllers, Game Boys, Game Boy games, memory cards, wires, games after games after games after games in a backpack that is heavier than half of your fucking weight to take you and your buddy to go across town. And I'm talking like, 5 miles across town, okay, because they live on the other side, just to sit there, eat junk food, pound monsters, and beat a fucking game, because that's what we did, okay? And I loved it. I know I'm getting into nostalgia shit, but Pokemon was part of that, guys. I cannot tell you the countless nights me and my brother Maddie would stay up and get yelled at by our fucking grandmother because we needed that fucking Pikachu in Viridian Forest, didn't we, Maddie? We needed that shit, bro. We needed that rare candy, bro. We wanted them. We needed them all, the whole, having fun, like I said, going over to my buddy's house, playing countless SmackDown wrestling. Jesus Christ, dude. Countless Pokemon card games. I think this is why it's not so much just the experience of the game itself, guys. It is the memories that come with it. That's the one thing I've been loving about Raw Material, about being able to play Pokemon Crystal for you guys, is that we are going to have some awesome memories here. We're going to make memories that I already have that are going to be great with this game. Now, I never got to beat this game. You're like, well, okay, but Eddie, you had. Now, like I said, guys, this game got stolen from me. As far as I got in this game, guys, was probably about the 6th badge in Johto before I ended up, because I still ended up playing silver. I was still in the middle of I was actually trying to do a Pokédex back in the day, but you know what it is. So yeah, Pokemon Crystal, guys. I'm excited for this. I really hope you guys are too. So let's talk about it. The setup, we're gonna do everything. You already know Raw Material, we do something very interesting here. Guys, we get to get 16 badges. All right. We get to get 16 badges. I like this. This is something that I really hope that the future Pokemon games kind of start establishing. Well, I want a game where you get every fucking badge. So you can go to every region. And you know what I mean? Don't make it as shitty and graphically as it. I'm telling you, man, some of these graphic, if you just keep it simple. Can you imagine, guys, if Game Freak came out with almost maybe a little bit more of an advanced thing, but just like an old school Game Boy style game where you had all the fucking regions in Kanto right on one cartridge or one disc or one. So I want that. I don't know if anybody already did that, but we need that in our lives, because I think it would be really cool to actually go to region, fight maybe different Elite Fours, maybe bring back some old things, find a way to get Team Rocket to come back and shit. You could do so much shit with the Pokemon world. The problem is that there's just too much ideas going around. There's too many Pokemon to work with. I'm gonna be real. I still don't know the fucking count of total Pokemon. I could have looked it up, but by the time I look it up and Google it, by an hour later, there's gonna be fucking 1,000 more. So there's no way to really do it. So the whole catch 'em all thing kind of went out the door. But you guys, just memories of this game. So here's what we're gonna do. How are we gonna play this thing? Because Voice has been pretty quiet on this one, because honestly, I think this is going to be an interesting one, guys. What do you think, Voice, man? How did you enjoy playing Pokemon Gold?
Andy, that game was fine. A little bit of amateuring on my end. Us getting lost, finding, Lugia. But other than that, Andy, I enjoyed playing it, dude. But I'm just gonna have to pitch this idea, Andy. I feel like me and you should, if this is gonna be the last one for a while, I really liked what we did in Blue, and I think we should just tag team this bitch. I think we should tag team Crystal.
Buddy, you might want to rephrase that.
Andy, yeah, we need to start throwing to our Pokemon in front of Crystal because that right there, yeah.
See, guys, look, man, this is gonna be really hard. I'm gonna have to remember to say Pokemon Crystal because, yeah, we can't be double teaming Crystal, buddy. That could get us in a lot of fucking trouble here. Okay, what are you talking about? Anyway, guys, pretty much the gist of it is that me and Voice are going to tackle this thing. We're gonna play it together. We're gonna have a lot of fun with that. Of course, this guy over here is gonna tell me how much amateur I am and blah blah fucking blah. You guys already know the deal, right? So, what are we going to do? Okay, so we're going to start off. Okay, so we're going to choose a female character. We're going to be Raw Material Andy. Of course, our rival will be Face. That is a tradition here. We do that. Starting out with Cyndaquil, guys. Now, how are me and Voice going to approach playing this thing? I like the every 2 badge thing, buddy. What do you think about that?
Well, Andy, here's what I want to pitch. Since you, right, since I started, Gold, I think it would only make sense for you to start us in Crystal. And then when we get to Kanto, bruv, let's be real. I think I should start that since I didn't get to really technically, play through all of Kanto.
Well, buddy, I like that idea. We're going to tackle this thing together. So, yes, guys, that is Voice. As far as you coming up on video, buddy, if you want to, you can. I don't know.
I know. You know what, Andy? I'll come in the next video because obviously, I'm going to be starting us off.
No, I'm going to be starting us off. But anyway, guys, so that is Voice over there. He's going to come in and play the game with us. He's going to help us out. He's going to get me through this thing because let's be real, I'm fucking Mr. Pokemon Amateur, apparently.
Apparently, Andy. Again, do we need to check tape, bro?
Oh, God.
Whatever, dude. Andy, you want to take some notes, bro? There's a notebook and pen right there. Take some notes. But here, Andy, I want you to jot. Andy, grab me a notebook. Oh, my God. Grab me a goddamn notebook.
Okay, what? Oh, my God. Guys, I just got to entertain this idiot because he won't stop. Okay, what do you want me to write down? I got the Sharpie. I got the fucking thing.
Okay, Andy, I want you to put quotes.
Okay, quotes.
Voice.
Okay, Voice. VICE. Okay.
Is. Yeah.
Okay.
The
THE. Okay.
best. Yeah.
Pokemon. The fuck? No. Stop right there, okay? Just stop right there. I'm not taking notes like that.
Andy, you didn't continue. I was gonna put after that you're an amateur dumbass.
Okay, well whatever, bro. I can't spell amateur dumbass. I don't know how to spell amateur, okay?
And you know how to spell amateur because you are one. And the fact that if you can't spell amateur, then you're really fucking amateur, Andy. What the fuck is going on here, bruv? Are we gonna play this game?
We are gonna probably play this game. Okay, guys, so the next video we are gonna start this game. But all right, let's talk about this for a minute. Let's see what we're gonna do now, guys. As far as the backup, as far as the background, it's gonna be the TV, it's gonna be figuring out all that. Now, guys, on a lot of channels, they have a way to, I don't know, like trying to show you what badges you have. A lot of people do it on a laptop. A lot of people have their awesome setup. I actually wish I could be that cool, but I don't know. I love the old school feeling I got going on here with the TV, the physical badges, stuff in the background. It kind of feels, I don't know, kind of interesting. But guys, one thing I love about Raw Material Andy Voice, do you maybe know where? Okay, no, good job, bud. All right, guys. So one thing about Raw Material Andy that we did is we went and got physical badges. I got actually a whole badge set coming, but guys, as you know, we got the Kanto badges here. We got those. Every time, guys, we beat a gym leader here in Raw Material Andy, we take this badge. We'll stop the video. We will turn around and we will take this badge and we will put it in. So, of course, if we beat Brock, we put the Brock badge in and so on and so forth. So when you see these things, they will be empty, at the beginning of the thing. I will find always a way to make sure you can see and know where we're at least badge-wise. But guys, of course, we get to start off with this set. The Dodo set, of course. I'm very excited about that. Very cool. Guys, yeah, I know, and I'm not bashing anybody who does their shit on the laptop because obviously I love that shit. I just really love practical effects, physical things. Like, I think that's one thing I miss about some of these older movies. Like, even nowadays, the CGI is just really taking over everything. And it's very rare when you see a movie like have a lot of practical effects and it's just gorgeous still. I mean, there's just so much going on out there. So here at Raw Material Andy, we try to keep it pretty cool. And plus, I love the idea of actually being able to physically hold this badge and put it in a case. It's stupid. It's just, I don't know, it's satisfying in a weird kind of, I don't know, like nostalgic way. But yeah, guys, so yes, we're going to represent the badges here on Raw Material Andy physically. I hope you guys are going to be cool with that. As far as what we're gonna do in the first episode, guys, you already know how the first episodes are go. We establish the characters, we get the names done, we get our starter, and we try to maybe figure some stuff out. It's going to be more of an extensive run, guys. In Pokemon Blue, we really did a lot of long live streams. I like that. I like the idea. Again, a lot of Pokemon content I see sometimes. I notice people break the game up in little pieces. Here, me and Voice are going to try to go as far as we can go. We would like to try to make it to where we can at least try to get a badge per episode. We are not going to guarantee that, though, because we don't know what can happen. Guys, I am going to try this Hyperkin. Now, I noticed that I did play Crystal a little bit on here, so there is a continue game because I wanted to check it out. I had no issues, guys. No glitches, nothing at all. So I do believe it was the cartridge on Pokemon Blue. Hey, it is what it is, guys. Regardless, we are going to get this thing done. So, guys, we are going to start out as a girl character here. We're going to have Cyndaquil. And yeah, guys, we're gonna get all these badges. We're gonna go through the Elite Four probably a couple times. And guys, already this game will end with a red sun rising. All right, because we're gonna go fight Mr. Red there in Mount Silver, and we're gonna end this thing. And then, Voice, what do you think, bro? What do you think? What do you think about it?
Well, Andy, I'm going to be honest with you, dude.
It's not, I can't say this good. Andy, can I get on screen? Because it's so weird. You know what, guys? Okay, you know what? I'm going to let Voice pop on here and end this thing for you guys because I think, honestly, he has a pretty good idea. I want you to lay down the plan, dude. And can you, not maybe, talk too much shit?
Andy, who are you asking here?
Well, you. But all right, guys, I've been Andy, so have a good time with that. And Voice is going to hop on here. Guys, remember, he's the guy with the fucking, bunny mask. I know, it's a crazy thing to do here in Raw Material, Andy, but I personally really do like the bit. But all right, guys, so let's get into the same. Voice, what do you think?
Well, Andy, what I think, okay, not what I think, but what I know is we are going to murder this thing, bruv. Andy, I feel like another thing I would like to do is try to name our Pokemon on the spot. And Andy, there's a bit of an elephant in the room. By the way, guys, I'm Voice. Welcome to Raw Material, Andy. Yeah, I'm going to be playing. We're going to have a good time, too. Me and Andy are going to really tackle this thing. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to have to carry this fucking series. This whole fucking thing. You already know. Win for Voice in the chat. Because Andy over here, Pokemon fucking amateur, dude. At best, I have never seen such an amateur in my life. I have seen an infant throw a Pokeball better than this guy, okay? And it's crazy. Andy, did you know that a baby the other day caught a Mewtwo with a Pokeball?
Not really?
Yeah, Andy. Yeah. And still, you can't hack it.
Buddy, is that true?
No, Andy. No, not at all. But all right, guys, Cyndaquil, girl, I love the idea. I love the idea of we're going to go through this thing. So, guys, here's what's going to happen. In the next episode, Andy is going to start us off, of course, and you already know we're fucked, okay? So, when we go through this, we're going to get all the badges. We're going to do this. Andy, man, I would like to catch the legendary dogs. Now, here's the deal with that, because I know that's another thing that might be asked about. Andy, again, it's really hard to hunt for those things and catch them, but we are still going to go through, of course, the Elite Four with them. Andy, they're not that good in this game.
Yeah, buddy, they are pretty lackluster for having to catch them and all that.
Yeah, guys, there's a lot of shit going on here. But yeah, guys, we're going to show you some things. We're going to have a good time. So, Andy, I think we should get off here. I think we should get it started because, Andy, we could possibly get this thing started by the end of the night. I know we got a couple of the live streams we got to do before this. But yeah, then we got to announce some, WWE 2K25 because let's be real, me and Andy are having a great time with that. So, Andy, Pokemon Crystal, dude, are you ready for this shit?
Well, buddy, I think we've been ready for this, buddy. I'm going to say it is crazy that we are already here.
Well, Andy, it is what it is, bro. But you know what, guys? Like I said, Pokemon Crystal ain't gonna be the last Pokemon game we play because we're gonna play more. As far as getting the Game Boys, we may come back and maybe grab Red and play Silver and maybe play a little live stream with that. But Andy, you know what? I think we are good. I think we got it all covered here. Is there anything we are missing?
Nobody other than the fact that, there have been 8 billion people in the world, man, and they joined us for this live stream.
Yes, they did, guys. And thank you. And look, I know I'm a bit crazy, but hey, man, we have a good time here at Raw Materiality. If anything, hopefully you guys get to laugh. Hopefully you have a good time, and hopefully we see you at Pokemon Crystal, because I'm going to be real with you guys. We are going to lay that bitch down. So, I'm ready to go. Andy, what do you think?
All right, buddy. Well, thank you guys for being here. I'm Andy.
I'm Voice. And guys, let's start this adventure of Pokemon Crystal because I'm telling you, man, we are going to go totally Breaking Bad. We are going to do some Heisenberg. Guys, we're going to do that sweet baby blue, that beautiful Crystal. I love you guys. And hey, for real, don't do drugs. They're bad for you. What the fuck, boys? Andy, look, I know I just sounded like a dare campaign, but we did just talk a lot about Crystal right there.